On this week's Waypoint, everything you need to know about the World Championships and major champion changes in the next patch. What's up guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly League of Legends recap for August 13th, 2014. I'm your host, Lindsay Geektron. We've all been waiting for it. Riot finally have released all of the important details for the World Championships. The entire tournament will build up to an incredible final showdown on October 19th at Sangam Stadium, a former venue of the 2002 FIFA World Cup. To sum it up, that's 15 days of games, spread out over a month across 3 countries. Good luck with your travel plans, everyone. 16 teams, 4 groups, and no teams from the same region in the same group. The teams will play every other team in their group twice, once on the blue side and once on the purple side, meaning that every team will play at least 6 games in the tournament. Talk about thorough. Overall, there will be 3 teams from North America, Europe, Korea, and China, and 2 teams from Southeast Asia. Teams from Latin America, Brazil, Oceania, Turkey, and Russia will compete in an international wildcard qualifier for the last 2 spots. How the teams are divided up into their groups is explained nicely in this infographic. The top seeds from NA, EU, China, and Korea will be placed into Pool Number 1. The Number 2 and Number 3 seeds will be placed in Pool 2, as well as the 1st and 2nd seeds from Southeast Asia. The Number 3 seeds from NA and EU, as well as the 2 international wildcard teams, will be placed in Pool 3. The groups will then be randomly drawn so that each group contains 1 team from Pool 1, 2 teams from Pool 2, and 1 team from Pool 3. There are some concerns from the community about the group session draw. Mainly, people want to see it's done live so that there can be no question that it's truly random. Even disregarding any possible conspiracy theories, wouldn't watching the draw live be kind of awesome? Riot hasn't said anything regarding that so far, but hopefully they'll listen to the community and make it happen. We'd like to give a big shout out to Dim Sum on Reddit here, who did some crazy math that we're just going to blindly trust completely because his post had 184 upvotes. That's how we roll. The number 1 seeds in EU and NA will have a 44% chance of avoiding a Korean team in their group, with an 11% chance also to avoid a Chinese team. The number 2 seeds in the Western regions will have a 42% chance to avoid the Koreans, and again an 11% chance to also avoid a Chinese team. The 3rd seeds will have just a 19% chance of avoiding a Korean team and must face at least 1 Korean or Chinese team in their group. What that basically means is that the LCS playoffs really matter. There's a real advantage to placing in the top 2 and a significant disadvantage in placing 3rd and just squeaking in. Let's face it, Korea's a pretty strong region. They're the favorites for the whole tournament and no one wants to get knocked out in the group stages. Not least of all because these teams are competing for big cash prizes. Just making it to the championships will guarantee the competing teams $25,000, with that money steadily increasing as you place higher in the tournament. $150,000 for the semifinals, $250,000 for the finals, and a cool $1 million for becoming the world champions. And here I thought just the title was enough. Overall, there's $2 million on the line, which is a good talking point. Riot's biggest rivals are Valve, who had a Dota 2 championship with almost $11 million in prize money. Were you guys expecting Riot to match that? Maybe through crowdfunding like Valve did? Riot seemed more inclined to spread the money over the course of the year with salaried teams and weekly matches, which as a viewer, I definitely prefer. Could Riot do that and crowdfund a massive prize pool? Sure, but not this year though. Patch 4.14 looks like it's going to contain a small number of significant champion changes in preparation for Worlds. Keep in mind we're getting this info from the PBE, so things may change a little before they hit live servers. Orianna is pretty much the baseline mid-champion. Good poke, good harass, good lane clear, and reasonably safe with a strong teamfight. One of her greatest, less obvious strengths are her auto attacks, which grow increasingly powerful thanks to her passive. Her base damage is being reduced to tone down her laning dominance a bit, but the Clockwork Lady isn't going to go anywhere. I don't need to tell you guys that Kassadin has been a problematic champion to balance throughout Season 4. He's been an auto pick ban in the LCS, and he's dominated solo queue. That might be changing as the period of time where his Rift Walk is more expensive to use repeatedly is going up from 12 to 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a long time, and if that makes it to live servers, I think Kassadin will feel a lot clunkier to play. He'll still be as strong as ever in an assassination, but extended team fights are gonna suck a little bit. Kayle fell off in popularity after she saw major nerfs earlier in the season. Riot definitely don't want to bring back the Angel of Invincible Death, but a slight buff to her attack speed per level will help. In a lot of cases, people just need small buffs to remind them that the champion exists. kog'maw, on the other hand, has been a top-tier AD carry recently, and a nerf to his move speed further cements him as a long-range artillery champion. The bonus damage of his ultimate has also been decreased by 25%, making him less of a complete nightmare in sieges. He's still really good though. When Riot brought back tanky junglers, they somehow managed to make Maokai, of all champions, a ridiculously OP top laner. His Twisted Advance does % max health damage, which is so powerful. That's being toned down in a big way, but the new 10-second maximum duration on his ultimate will really hurt him. Honestly though, we all saw this coming. At the moment, Maokai is a tanky, initiating, healing, buffing monster with some of the best CC and peel in the entire game. In his current state, he would have a 100% pick ban rate at Worlds. Hopefully, this doesn't kill top lane Maokai or hurt his return to the jungle. Morgana's transition from being the queen of the mid laners to the queen of the supports. RIP, Sona. The strength of her black shield is being decreased, particularly at lower ranks, which will make her less of a dominant laner. The initial and secondary damage of her ultimate is also being nerfed, but not by too much. As always, if you really want to take advantage of mages, you should be building AP. Otherwise, you're playing the champion more for their utility, which Morgana still has a ton of. Finally, Rengar has broken into the very small, very elite group of top-tier junglers, mainly because his ultimate is just so hard to deal with and almost guarantees a kill if the ally he's ganking isn't asleep. Mainly because his ultimate is just so hard to deal with and almost guarantees a kill if the ally he's ganking for isn't practically asleep. Its cooldown at rank 1 is being increased significantly, but by rank 3 it'll be back to where it is now. That's a smart change because it doesn't hurt the power of Rengar's ganks, it just makes them more impactful. If you mess up and you miss the kill, you'll have to wait 2.5 minutes before going again. If you get the kill, your opponent's complaining about how OP your champion is in all chat. It's a win-win. Do you know what's hard to do while playing League of Legends? Reading a book. No, seriously, I tried and I fed like crazy. That's why I use Audible.com. Whether it's in the car, playing League of Legends, or chilling in bed, Audible is the best way to get your audiobook fix. With great prices, tons of special promotion, and sales for members, Audible offer everything from The Hunger Games to Game of Thrones to Star Wars. There's honestly just about something for everyone at Audible.com. And the best part? Audible have a great listen guarantee, so if you don't like your choice, simply return it and try again. If you're interested, head on over to audible.com/gamebreaker and start your free 30-day trial today. And just for signing up, you'll receive a free audiobook that's yours to keep. That URL again is audible.com/gamebreaker. And that does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. For more video game news and content, head on over to gamebreaker.tv. Be sure to check back every week for the latest League of Legends news. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below to help us reach more people. And if you want more League of Legends content recaps and updates, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, LoLNation TV. I'm Lindsay Geektron. You can follow me on Twitter at Lindsay Geektron. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
Game Breaker TV.